So this is Winchester College, one of the most estimable schools in the United Kingdom. So men of great stature have come here. Only one Prime Minister, Joseph Addison, but they used to quip Pitt is to Addington as London is to Paddington, as in Pitt the Younger was a man of much greater stature. So lots of civil servants or solicitors went here, founded in 1382 by William of Wykeham, the Bishop of Winchester. And look at the arches here. Look at the handiwork that's gone into that, the carvings, the faces. Astonishing artistry, but they don't make things with such artifice these days. And then flint on the background, that's the local stone. And then you can see the coat of arms up there. And one of them has got the blue right half of the Anglo-Saxon kings, or the Wessex dynasty. They're martlets, those birds, kind of 4 or 5. My college, University College Oxford, got those martlets. They're drawn without any feet, you'll notice, with that gold cross in the middle, the fleur de lis of France, the golden lily flowers and the blue background, because in the Treaty of Amiens in 1801, the royal family of the United Kingdom, previously of England, claimed to be King of France as well. And then the 3 lions passant of England, as in passing, they're not rampant, not standing up. One of the coats of arms has got the lion rampant of Scotland, but the gold harp of Ireland on the blue field. St Patrick's blue, that's the real colour of Ireland. So Winchester's got about 800 boys, all boarders. Even if you're half other teachers here, you've got to be a boarder. And their houses, they've got a special house called College for scholars. They've got Winco Fu as in Winchester College football. Sir Oswald Mosley is someone they'd rather forget about. Rishi Sunak, currently Chancellor Exchequer. He's a Wykehamist, was indeed head boy. Likely to be the Prime Minister very soon. Just trying to think, well, Geoffrey Howe was a distinguished politician under Thatcher. Chancellor Exchequer, he'd been Attorney General, Deputy Prime Minister, and so on. So produced a lot of Liberal and Labour politicians, unlike Tony Crosland in the mid-20th century, or who was that leader of the Labour Party, Hugh Gaitskell, the best Prime Minister the United Kingdom ever had, so many people think. What else about Winchester? So wearing their special gowns, they've got their special argot. They row on the river Itchen because the city is bisected by the Itchen. So the founder of the college said, "Manners maketh the man." That's the motto of the school. Or it was John Betjeman, when he went out to Oxford, he met a lot of boys from who'd been to Winchester, Wykehamists. They traditionally went to a new college, and until the 1860s, New College Oxford was only for Wykehamists. And then William Spooner, later Dean, he's the one who was the very first non-Wykehamist to attend New College Oxford. And New College Oxford's full name is the Winchester College of St Mary the Virgin in Oxford, as it's officially linked to this school. But now there's no particular connection between Winchester and New College Oxford anymore. Not many Wykehamists would go there. So thought of a very academic school, but like boys from more upper class families who go elsewhere sneer at Wykehamists for being swattish and things like that, and just unshowy. But it's still a place I hold in very high regard. And it's open to tourists when it's not in term time. You can pay to go on a guided tour, see their magnificent cathedral and a few things like that. And their cricket ground's called Lord's. There used to be a tripartite cricket tournament at Lord's, as in the cricket stadium in London, between Eton, Harrow and Winchester. But on one occasion the Wykehamists behaved so appallingly that they were kicked out forever. So then they called their cricket ground Lord's. And then their main day of the year is when they played cricket against Eton. That's a sort of big day in summer. The schools are called open day or exhibition or whatever. But then a headmaster, about 20 years ago, decided that wasn't apposite anymore. They would have another day to celebrate everything that's fabulous about Winchester, and it wouldn't be linked to a cricket match against another school, because that was a bit of cultural cringe to do that. So Sir Oswald Mosley attended the school. He's an old boy they'd rather forget about. So anyway, the current headmaster of Harrow, Mr. Alistair Land, he was a housemaster here some time ago. Anything else to say about Winchester? Oh yeah, I was going to come back to Betjeman. So John Betjeman said, Wykehamists, they like to unwind by composing ancient Greek half acrostics on the moving parts of their toy trains, because that's how fiendishly clever Wykehamists were supposed to be. They're not quite all that amazing. So boys only. There's some girls' school in Newport May. It's recent in the 90s there were very few girls who were allowed to go here. Their father was a headmaster that could go for sixth form. But there'd be like sort of 5 girls amongst 800 boys, so all treated like princesses. They got no official prep school, but the Pilgrim School, which are very close to here, some of them go there. And some of the choristers, the little ones for this school, go to that school, and then some of them move on to here. That's probably enough about Winchester College. Okay, toodaloo.